Yo, what is up, dudes? Well, it must be Monday, because here we are back with another guitar of the week. And this week, we are featuring a guitar. To be honest, I've wanted to get it since it first came out, but they've been a little tricky to get. They kind of sold out very quickly. And I've been just waiting for them to get back in stock again. It's like every time I'd seen them back in stock, you know, I already had guitars here. I'd say, oh, I'll get it on the next round, and then they'd be sold out again. And so I was like, oh, geez, I'm dying to try one of these out. And I finally got one. And I'm super excited to check it out. I speak, of course, of... it's a big boy. Ibanez. Yeah, that's right. Ibanez. Sure. Absolutely. And as you can see, that's a big box. Oh, it should be a pretty big guitar. Let's see if I can get it out of this box in one piece. I am super excited. I think have I ever tried this exact model here? I mean, God, we've had Ibanez on brand on here countless times. One of my favorite brands. I think I might have had one of these exact models here, but it was a long time ago. Not this exact model, though. That one was a different color and a slightly different makeup all around. Oh, wow. Oh, we have got a bag. We'll put this with the box. Okay. Thick padded bag. I can feel a foot on the bottom right there. Nice. Very thick padding. Nice. Backpack style. Thick padded handle. There you are. Hey, my monitor is here, but you're there. And it's a pet peeve to watch people talk, talking to monitors like they're talking to you. Yeah, right? They're not looking at the camera, they're looking at the monitor. All right, y'all ready for this? Oh, man. Oh, it already looks amazing. I'm gonna put this up here because it's a big boy and I don't want to drop it. Y'all ready for this? Yoink. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, hold on. Now, the bag is in my way. It's blocking one of my cams. Gotta be careful. This is a big guitar. You don't realize just how long this guitar is. Like when I had the V's too, you don't realize it's a long guitar. Oh, and it's heavy. Oh, and it's a set neck. Beautiful. Really nice. Look at that. Oh, my style of guitar. And I love those inlays. These inlays are straight out of a 1980 Ibanez artist. All right, guys, you know the drill. I will need to tune it up, plug it in. We will check it out. I will see you in a sec. All right, we are back. We are back. It took me a second to figure this guitar out. That's the tone and that's the volume. The volume's is the farther one away, so unless this was wired incorrectly, I think Paul's going for a volume at the bottom and not here, which is kind of, yeah, that's the tone. Oh yeah, that's the tonal. Yeah, kind of messed with my head for a little bit. I'm like, wait a second. What's going on there? Oh, and I can confirm it can hold your slide there. Slide magnet is included. Let's check some of the other specs. The old spec holders, we can check this out real quick. The official name is the Ibanez FRM 350 in this beautiful piano black. That's the name I'm giving it. That's not what they're calling it. Which is kind of, it looks to me like a play on the Les Paul Custom. So the neck type is FRM, 3-piece Okume maple set-in neck. It is an Okume body. It's a bound ebony fretboard with acrylic and abalone block inlay. They are narrow and tall frets. There are 22 frets. It's 43 millimeters width at the nut, and it is a 24.75-inch scale length. The bridge is a Gibraltar Performer bridge. The string spacing is 10.5 millimeters. The tailpiece is a quick change classic tailpiece. Right there. Oh yeah, it was straight out of my old Ibanez artist. The neck pickup is a DiMarzio Air Classic. The bridge pickup is a DiMarzio Air Classic. Right? Voiced differently, one's for the neck and one's for the bridge. And the factory tuning is standard. The strings are D'Addario XL10s. They give the string gauge. Well, what else am I missing? Comes with a... Oh, I'm sorry. The nut is a Graphtec nut. The hardware color is gold. And the radius is 305 millimeters. I really wish they would just stick with regular specs. And I believe it is just a standard 3-way. Is there any push-pull here? No push-pull. And correct volume at the bottom, tone right here, and a 3-way switch. And I'm not seeing any sort of push-pull or anything like that. I believe that gig bag is included. And then they go over all the stuff about the pickups and the magnetic slide holder. Pretty cool. I was like, oh, I gotta see if that works. Does that work? It works. Which is actually pretty clever, right? Because you can quickly put it on and use it, and then quickly put it back. It's pretty smart. But I've been a fan of Ibanez, geez, for forever. They've always just been, just a top brand, a killer brand. I'm gonna get that out of there. It's confusing me. I'm like, what? I just looked down. I was like, what am I looking? Oh, wait, this is the slide. We can check out the bridge pickup here, the DiMarzio, which I find always make really good sounding pickup. Here's both pickups. How much twangier it gets. Here is just the neck. Hell yeah. I keep turning the tone down. I'm just so used to it, right? It's hard, you know, the habit, it's hard to break. All right, we're going to switch up to our clean sound. Where are we? Right in here. There we go. Again, I'm turning up the tone knob. Not getting enough. Am I hitting this? No. Oh, I should be okay. I feel like it's hitting something somewhere right there. There it is. There it is. You do enough of these videos, you hear it. Here's both pickups. How much more bass? And then here's just the neck. Yeah, really nice. Because it's a Paul Gilbert SIG model. Don't you kind of have to do a Monkees tune? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. These pickups sound great. You know, DiMarzio, I gotta, they always sound pretty damn good, you know. They're like bright without being overly bright. They're nice bass without being too bassy. As far as necks go, this one's got a little chunk to it, in my opinion. I mean, compared to the PRS of last week, it's definitely a thicker neck. You know, compared to, say, that Charvel a couple of weeks ago, it's definitely a thicker neck. You know, that Charvel was a pretty shreddy, sort of thin neck. Dual heavy rig? Absolutely. Helps if you can play it. Hanging from the cobwebs of your mind. There it is. You can see why it's going to be a larger neck, though. He's got such big hands. I don't think it's quite as big as that Ghost Horse, though. That was one of the larger necks I've ever tried. Hell yeah. All right. Let's go back to where we started our good old Brit 87. The hardest one is that second one, you know. I swear he plays it down here. Hell yeah. Now this is the guitar is enormous. I cannot stress to you how big this guitar is. Having played so many guitars, this is up there with the Wild Audio Blood Eagle, you know, really big guitar. That a couple of the Flying V's I've had here, you don't realize just how long that guitar is, right? It's got it's incredible length. So you know, if you're a big guy, this is the guitar for you. Because it's going to be one of the few guitars out there that's not going to look like a toy, you know, with you playing it. Because it's such a... I got the squeakies going on here with the strap. Usually that only happens on lacquer, and this is definitely a poly finish, but you can hear a little bit of the squeaking going on. No, it's real nice. The Ibanez FRM 350. Let me just triple check that. That's what my brain says, but it's been known to fool me in the past. Yes, the Ibanez FRM 350 is the guitar of the week. And like every guitar of the week, there will be a link in the description. I don't know if I've showed you the back here. I don't know if I showed you the tuners either. Get you a shot of those. They're not locking or anything, but they're very nice. They're very smooth and stable. Oh, there you are. Right there. Try and show you the contours. Good thing it has a binding. You can see the edge of it. Boy, you can really hear that moving. All right, dudes. As always, thank you so much for hanging out. And rock on.